All right, Lil G, we back. We got episode, I want to say episode 9, Family Ties. Um, yeah, man, let's get into it. Last week, we was able to get a win over Northwestern, 52-21. Uh, yeah, as you can see, the box score was a pretty good second quarter for us. We scored 35 points in that quarter. And we pretty much stole the game after starting out pretty slow. We was down 14-3, and then we were able to get three or four straight turnovers and just straight short field. Um, he's able to get off with his slot receiver a little bit. He had one long touchdown that was like missed assignment or whatever. Uh, and then on my side, we were able to get a few guys in multiple times. Kalen Hill scored twice. Tripp scored twice. Oh no, Tompkins scored twice. Sorry, Tripp scored once. And then on the defensive side, I think we had two pick sixes. Yeah, PJ Watt had one. Shimbo had one. 8 picks overall, I think, between the two, or seven interceptions. So pretty dominant game defensively for us. Just trying to keep the momentum going all the way to the end. We got about 3 weeks left, 3 games left before the end of the season for us, which will probably be just finishing. We'll probably be finishing right just. Damn, I can't talk today. We'll be finishing just right outside of the playoff bracket. Um, yeah, I'm not really too optimistic just with the way everything's been going. Some stuff has been happening, and we haven't been able to really get the jumps that we've needed. I think last week we went from 25 to now we're at 19, so we went about 6 spots in 2 weeks, I think, which isn't bad. I don't think it's enough time, and I don't think there will be too many more losses at the top, just based on the games left being left on the games left for the guys that's at the top. I know SMU just lost to Louisville, so I don't know how that's going to shake things up. That's probably going to push him back. NC State is at the top. I think he's pretty much in. I did like a lot of researching just yesterday. But yeah, a lot of guys up top, I feel like they're in. I mean, I gotta watch out for like, let's go to the top 25 because a few guys ahead of me, I know they're pretty much like locked into the spots they in. I mean, Tech still has to play some games, but he probably finishes ahead of me. Auburn shall lose to Texas. Um, I don't know if Bama has any more users left. Bama doesn't have any users left, but that win against Texas A&M kind of sold. And I think that knocked A&M outside of the top 25. So, yeah, man, some weird stuff has been happening. Ohio State has to play Michigan. Um, Utah is pretty much good. LSU just lost last week, but still has to play Georgia. Still has to play A&M, so he could fall out potentially. Uh, Texas looked like he good. I think Baylor good. I think UNC good. All of these teams are like good. They don't play anybody else for the rest of the season. So yeah, I think we're just gonna finish like right outside of it. Maybe like best case, I think we finish like 14th or like maybe 13th, but that's still like that's not enough to like make a significant push or whatever. But yeah, we'll just see, man. Looking at stats for this year, Tata with 27 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, Tripp with 700 yards, 10 touchdowns. One thing I noticed, like coming out of the last game, is like just the balance of the offense that I play. There isn't like one like at Indy. I used to always just feed one guy, or like I used to be able to like ride the coattails of one specific player. But like on this team, it's like pretty much evenly distributed. Nobody has a crazy amount of yards. Nobody has a crazy amount of touchdowns. And it should just be development for everyone. Like, it's not just one person benefiting. But enough of my rambling. Let's get into some gameplay, man.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Washington Huskies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Badgers will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Washington's offense will have the opening possession of the game. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They'll leave it with him. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times.
So good breakup by PJ right there.
The Badgers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy.
Turning it on! Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Slithers into space. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Wisconsin's had a long list of great running backs, but those big fellas up front, that's a pipeline to pro football.
Unbelievable. Joe Thomas will be proud. Just paving the way, just physical. They always can block the run game so well, and they're going to establish it. Every game Wisconsin plays, they're going to run the football.
To the air on first down. Here's the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They bring him down.
Great game for Bullet right there, man. Great play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Badgers look to keep this drive humming.
So we got Proctor filling in right there.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Use the play
going right to
fake.
Kalen, man. Going right to our star.
He's got him still on his feet. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Badger.
Keeping his season
Setting up for
going,
the
man.
extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The play action fake. He'll throw it. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, that one falls incomplete.
That's a
But
good,
you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established.
DJ, you in there?
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
Nestles it in at the 35. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Going to swing it on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Tompkins. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And the Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Tompkins. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to fire. Going for 6. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Feeling Lyles right there, man. I feel like Lyles, I feel like he got a lot more quiet games this year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Baylor sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Waco. That's how much they took the crowd out of it. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are.
It's been pretty easy.
There continue to jockey for bowl position.
Picking up on this playbook right now.
They had a good one there. There's the pressure. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. They're working that left side. Tackled there by the defense.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Washington sends out the punt team. No fair catches here, looking for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Wisconsin quarterbacks always know their role. Sometimes they got to make the big plays, from a Darrell Bevell to a Russell Wilson.
And knowing your role means knowing that you're going to hand the football off a lot, and you're going to be a play-action team and pick and choose your spots. But it won't be an offense with Wisconsin that it's opening up. It's throwing the football 30, 40 times a game.
The Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Making side adjustments here.
This stadium post is too fucking good.
Fine play action. Quick completion on the out route. Shot down of bounds. They'll mark it down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the ground to try to move the chains.
Trip to 6.
Badger. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to the tailback. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. Going to take a shot at this DB. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Now the play fake. Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Finds his back in the middle.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just put it on the line, it's really nice to have.
And the Badgers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He wants to change this route. They'll throw on third and short. Grab near the marker. It's Green. How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive.
Chirp for another one, man.
Wisconsin.
A great
And they
catch,
take
man.
it in for 6 more points.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
Throws to the tight end. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Oh, my God. Good ball. Laws, you got to come down with that, bro. You got to come down with that, man.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. That's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Deep shot for the end zone.
Stingley, 101, man. Great catch.
In the end zone to give them 6. He is putting the Badgers on his back. Reminds me of games we called when Russell Wilson was at the helm.
And I know Wisconsin fans get jacked up when they get great quarterback play. They don't get it very often. They don't get the explosive numbers with this offense. But this dude, he's putting on a show, and I guarantee you they are jumping around.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. They'll move the wide receiver to the ground with the back. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They'll give it to the back. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. But he does a great job securing the catch, getting the 1st down.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Swings it out to the flat. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I think that shows you the experience of the quarterback there. His primary target wasn't open, so he didn't panic. Even though he was getting hit, he was still able to find his check down and find some positive yards.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. He's looking to pass. The screen, and watch out. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snags it over the middle. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. These guys have taken some body blows in the 1st half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
The Huskies in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his 1st interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Motion from the wideout. He'll start this drive firing. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into half.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Zings it complete to the right. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll try the run. Still running at the 40. Hits the afterburners. The 20. Touchdown, Badger. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so This coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Might be calling a hot route. Third down play from the gun. Looking left. Complete downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Proctor. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They're dealing with a second and long. Give to the back. Creates a little room. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. The Badgers are marching down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. With the catch, it's Proctor. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. The give on the counter. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. They're on.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone today, an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it, and guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had, and the defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack.
Oh, man.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. 2 set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver going in motion. Unloads quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Washington sends out the punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Offense working from the pistol. Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Tompkins. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Okay.
As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
It don't matter, bro.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Quarterback adapting. Finds a little space. Looking for room at the 30. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
And the Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Leaves it with the running back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Badgers have pushed it inside the 20. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. Makes the catch. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way.
Ooh, that was crazy. That was a great
strike
touch,
through the air
just
for
to
the
break the
score.
record, man.
That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final.
Set
Northwestern
everybody
stomped
now,
a
though.
mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Evanston. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go?
0 points on the day. That's really all you have to say about this offense. It's been a struggle fest. They've been riding the struggle.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
This has been a frustrating day. They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking. Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
From the red zone, looking for a space.
Oh, my.
Nowhere to go in the book.
Yeah.
There he goes. Defense picks it up. He's at the 40. At the 20. 10.
Get in there.
Touchdown, Wisconsin. The defense putting points on the board. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man.
He passed shit. Oh, my God.
Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Gives it on the option. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long. Now you're set up to fail.
He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Still on his feet at the 35. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And the Badgers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He leaves it with his back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
Tompkins
got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Badgers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gives it to the back on the draw. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Fights off a defender.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping up.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. On the ready?
Nice snap.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. And after the short run, the clock hits 0, and we are all wrapped up here.
Wrap that game up.
When you know you have a
Pretty
team out
dominant one
class,
straight through.
the ability to play to that
I think
standard
they
and
got
finish with a
Cousins in the
blowout
third.
like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself,
Tata,
right? You know you're
6
better.
section.
You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was
Trick
so
had like
easy.
5
Great
of them.
execution.
He had
Just
5
beat down in
touchdowns.
every facet.
I think as a player, you
2
just love
receptions,
being in such
like
great
just 4
rhythm. And we
rushes,
saw that
crazy.
right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the
Stingy had
field.
one, Tatum had one,
Defense
Laws
was not
had one,
giving
Proctor had
anything
one.
up. What a great game
I know
plan
Bullet
coming in,
wasn't
and this
in
was
there
just total
after like the
domination.
first drive.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching
6
another
touchdowns,
presentation of
138
EA
for Tripp,
Sports College
95 for
Football.
Tompkins, 3 on the ground, 1 by air. Pretty good game for everybody, man. Pretty good game for everybody involved. Everybody got some touches. I feel like Ben had more than 7 tackles, and I feel like Watt had less than 4. But we also did get a few sacks in there, had a fumble 6. Both safeties had interceptions, so pretty good game for us. I'm wrapping that one up. Yeah, man, can't ask for nothing else. Can't ask for more. What happened? Oh, yeah, the record. Yeah, I said I wanted to go for that record. I'm glad we got that. We're going to get some extra XP from that. And yeah, we're just going to see what's going on next week. Next week is Indiana week, so all our games be nationally televised now. That's hard because we ranked, I think. So that's cool. But yeah, next week is a very important week, man. We got Indiana week, the Battle of the Brothers. Tata versus Ty. And we just gotta see who come out on top, man. Just gotta see who better. Yeah, man. We're gonna cut it off right here, though. Man, it's almost over, bro. Two more weeks. and then we could really get into team building and figuring out how to set our team up for the best run. I'll probably yeah. All right, LOG.